Welcome back. Stasa23 here, back again with some knife therapy, and today I got a treat for you. I picked up a Benchmade that I never thought in a million years I would have picked up, but I'll give you a background story in a second. It's Benchmade Mini Griptillion 556-1701, and that is the limited edition mini grip. And I went into my local store and I was going to buy the gray G10 with 20 CV steel mini grip, and that's about $165. And I was going to buy that knife and I was going to upgrade it with some titanium scales, and that would have run me around $140. And as you can see at my local store, they're charging $335, about $100 less than most of the online retailers. And, you know, when I was talking about that to my buddy, he said, why don't you just buy the limited edition one we just got in, and it comes suited. So let's check that out. I decided, why not? So here we go. She's a beauty. You got the same blade as the regular drop point versions. You got some nice brass thumb studs on there. Nice little pop of color. I like that. I know it's not going to be for everybody. There's your number 556. And on this side, where you'd usually have the first production, you have limited edition. You have it numbered 432. And as you can see, it coincides with the number on the box, 432. But I'm kind of upset, you know, you got a limited edition and you're paying a good bit of money for this, and you get the blue class box. You know, you're paying gold class money. You know, come on, Benchmade. Could have gave us something a little different. You got the same silky sack. At least give me a different color silky sack. Come on, Benchmade. So let's keep going. You got nice blasted titanium scales. I'm not sure exactly the wood. It might be their diamond wood that they use a lot, or it kind of looks like desert iron wood. I'm not too sure. If somebody knows, please let me know down in the comment section. I like how you got the cap screws on this side, but then you also have these two screws holding in the liners. You do have those nested liners in there, same jimping as the regular version. I like this nice milling, just to give it a little touch of, you know, not just plain Jane. You also have this nice jimping back here that I'll talk about in a second. You got the same lanyard hole, tip up, left or right-handed carry. This side, you got something that kind of threw me off a little bit. You got these screws all kind of matched. They're kind of satin on all those screws here, here, here. But on this side, you got the satin screws right here. Then in the back, I don't know if it'll come through on my camera, you got blasted screws on these three plus here. I kind of wish they would have just stayed with the same, you know, color scheme with the satin all the way, but hey. Then you got the dong clip, split arrow clip with a darker blasted. I don't think it looks bad. Let me know what y'all think down below. Nice ergos. Anybody who's held the mini grip, it feels just like a regular grip in hand. Let's get a few size comparisons for those who may not have, you know, they might be just getting into the game, so you can get an idea. Here's a CH knife that I will be reviewing pretty soon. About the same size as that knife. This is the mini version. Let's see. If you hear some squeaking, that's my dog. Got the Strider PT, smaller. The Lion Steel TRE. There you go. And something that I'm sure most people are going to ask, because, hey, it's a chunky monkey, and the balance point is kind of thrown off with these scales. It's way back here. If I can show you that. It's pretty much where right here at the clip. It's not in the choil right there. So it is handle heavy. It does sit back in the handle. I mean, that makes sense. Let's see. I got a new scale. My other one was acting funny. Let's see. I will say this scale is off by about 3/10 of an ounce. Let's see. 3.65 ounces. I'm not sure exactly what the original grips are, or the G10, but I can tell you this one's definitely heavier. Okay, So like I said, I told y'all why I decided to buy this one, and you know, my local dealer, if you are interested in this knife, that's what they sell them for. They even have a layaway plan. It's Jim's Firearms right here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Contact him if you're interested in one, because that is about, like I said, $100 cheaper. Now, some of the complaints I have with this knife, like I said, the packaging for one. You know, you got blue class box and nothing special. I mean, you could at least upgrade the box or give me something that says like limited edition besides just having it right here on the box. You know, that's kind of lazy there. Then I think, you know, let's just say I bought it from Blade HQ or one of those other sites that sells them for $425 or $430. Okay, now this is my complaint. This knife right here, that's probably my favorite Benchmade I own. You got an integral frame, so we know that the milling process is way more extensive in this knife. You got all this extensive milling. You got an anodization on here, same blade steel. You got a good bit longer blade by a good bit, as you can see. So you got more blade steel here. You got more machining. You also have a mill titanium pocket clip. I don't know if this one's titanium or not. I'm sure it's just a blasted steel clip. And this one, I think, is like $445 or something like that. So I understand this is a limited edition, and of course, yeah, I did buy it, but I have a hard time, you know, because I know that there's people who are going to say, you know, that's crazy. Why would you ever spend that kind of money? And it is crazy. I will tell you, you know, I've done tons of business with gems, and I did get a discount on this knife, so I justified it. And along with that, I also had a credit for a knife I had returned. So, you know, that's how I justified it. But, you know, this little guy's going to sit right here. That came in a package from South African Custom Knives, AfricanCustomKnives.com. Thank you, guys. So, I want to hear your comments down below. I mean, you know, even, you know, your strong Benchmade fans, me and JT from JT's Knife Life were talking about it. I mean, you can get this same knife in a gold class that's got the exact same everything, except it's got like twill right here, silver twill inlay, and M4 blade steel, and it's a gold class. You know, I don't know. I just think Benchmade, their pricing kind of confuses me. That's all I can say. I guess as long as people buy them, they're going to keep on producing them the same way, and they're going to keep their prices the same. But you got so many companies nowadays, like take for instance CH Knives. Okay, they haven't really made a big name for themselves yet, but this is a titanium frame lock, all Allstate steel. But well, y'all have to watch my rope cut test, but this Allstate's pretty good stuff, and it's on bearings. Good knife for the money. This is a $65 knife. So not comparing those two knives, because they're worlds apart. I know that. And this is a USA produced knife. My question is do you think that even at the $335 price tag, is that justified? You can get their monolock, I think, for around the same price. You know, I guess it is. You know, if you're willing to pay what it costs for the monolock, that's a titanium frame lock with I think M390, and it's around, I think, the same price. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. And you know, I think another hurdle that I see is, okay, if you're going to charge that much for this knife, these knives better be in this quality range. Because you could get a small Sabenza, and you could get a large Sabenza for what they're charging for this. And I can promise you, the quality, I checked out 3 of these knives, and I handpicked this one. And the grind on it is not perfect. I mean, it's not something that really drives me crazy, because I can fix that. I know I'm gonna sharpen it. I'm gonna test this knife, but at this price point, things should be perfect. are right on. This one is dead centered. Out of the three, one of them was off centered, and it could be just an adjustment, but it should have never left the factory like that. So this is a question for my diehard Benchmade fans out there. What do you think about this? Would you buy this knife, or did you buy this knife? If you did, how did it come? Did it come to meet your expectations? I just think Benchmade needs to kind of either come down to the level of some of these other players like ZT and some of your other American-made companies and get their pricing right. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I guess because I buy these. I don't own a whole lot of Benchmades, but I will say this. Okay. Out of all the warranties I've ever dealt with, Benchmade by far has been the best I've ever had to deal with. They will send you clip screws. They'll send you all the screws. They'll send you a thumb stud. They'll send you a new clip. No questions asked. They'll send you one. Not only that, you can send this knife in at any time through their Life Sharp service, and they will sharpen the knife, and they will make this thing brand new again just about for no charge. Also, say I was doing something stupid and I was prying with this blade and I snapped the blade off. I think it's either $75 or $100, and they'll put you a brand new blade, no questions asked. That I understand that that's part of what you're paying for. Kind of like with Essie and Tops, you're paying for their warranty, but their knives aren't super high, outrageous. And I understand they're using 1095, but I don't know. Y'all give me y'all feedback. Let me know if you think that the warranty that you're paying for is making up for that big price difference. I don't know. I just like to have discussions with you guys. Like to see what y'all think. I have a few knives. I have a good bit of loaner knives on the way. One of them that just came in that I'm pretty excited about reviewing, thanks to Zelric from Instagram and YouTube, is the We Knives Natita, one that has been on my radar for a long time since they came out, and I'm really excited. I'll probably be doing the Sissel rope cut test with this one. It's S35VN, and I'll be doing some other various tests with this one, so stay tuned for this one. I also have a budget blade that I picked up off of Amazon. It's a $20 knife. I'll be doing the first impressions on this one here soon. It's a QSP knife. And like I showed earlier, the CH3504, I think. That could be, this is the mini version. So we got a lot on deck, and I got all the beautiful, awesome loaners that Tony Nieter loaned me. Here's one of them on the table right here, the bigger brother to the CH knife. Just some awesome people in our community. And let's have a discussion down below. Hope everybody's having an absolute wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Peace.